Hello, and welcome back to our quiet corner of the world. And I'm so glad you're here. Tonight, the world outside is still, and inside it's warm and safe. As I read, feel free to let your eyes close and let the imagery carry you toward sleep. You don't need to hear the end of the story. It will be here for you whenever you need it. Now, get comfortable and let's begin. Am I the a-hole for pretending to get fired when customers get a temper with me? I am a high schooler with a weekend job at a coffee shop. My co-workers who work weekends are James, the owner's son, who goes to my school. He's a shift manager, but it's not a real formal thing. He's a friendly guy. Danielle, a college student who sometimes works weekends, too. So sometimes customers will come in and just be angry about such little stuff, like literally blow up about nothing. Hard to know if they're in a bad mood already and looking for someone to take it out on or what. But it's a lot. Like how sad, so you have to be a grown ass. Man taking your anger out on high school and college kids. So James and I were joking about having a little fun with them and hopefully getting them off our backs. So one day I was at work and some guy was having a temper about how we don't make the coffee hot enough. I couldn't do a thing about it because I gave it to him right out of the machine. So James came in and was like, "Sir, is there a problem here?" And the guy started ranting at him too. So he was just like, "Oh, this is unacceptable. You're fired." I started acting really sad, like, "No, please, don't fire me. My family needs the money. I need this job. Pleasey." And he played up being a hard ass, telling me to take off my apron and leave. The angry guy started to backtrack, like, "It isn't that big of a problem. You don't need to fire her over it." I didn't mean it, and James was like, "No, we pride ourselves on the best customer service." Of course, after all that drama, I still had my job. We were just acting. And we've done it a couple of times. Whenever a customer will lose their temper at Danielle or I, James will storm in and fire us. And almost every time, the person who had come in angry will apologize and say that they didn't mean it. It's kind of satisfying, making people realize their actions might actually have consequences. Anyway, I was telling my friends from school about this, and a few of them thought it was a mean prank to let someone go away, thinking they'd gotten someone who desperately needed the money fired. Am I a-hole for this joke? Am I the a-hole for asking my GF if she can take a shower? My GF really only showers once a week, twice if I'm lucky. Typically, we go to the gym together, and I've often asked her why she doesn't shower, and she always comes up with things like, "Oh, women don't really sweat much." And I sweat very little, even for women's standards. And I don't buy it, because I can smell. I used to just suck it up because I know she's extremely sensitive. Kinda teamy here, but this even affected our sex life. I used to love going down on her. But after not showering, after workouts, long work days, etc., I've lost interest. Fast forward a bit. She now starts using the sauna at the gym. Maybe on average 2 times a week. She still refuses to shower. I've said, "There's just no way you don't sweat in the sauna. Just me sitting 5 minutes in there gets me soaked." She says she doesn't sweat much there either, and she sits there for 20 minutes. Things are now worse. I can smell her very badly, almost to the point where I try not to breathe in too close to her, because it's not good. I've tried so long to give hints to get her to shower more, like, "Hey, do you want to take a shower together?" but she can't take the hint and says, "Why would we do that? There's only room for one under the water anyway." One evening, she wanted to lie down on the floor and stare at a world map she has. She invited me to lie down next to her and just talk about where we want to go, etc. I lasted for about 1 minute before I had to make up some dumb excuse as to why I had to get up. She then gets upset and says something along the lines of, "Why are you leaving? You never do stuff with me." The truth is just, I can't be close to her for long. I'm not even sure if I started to resent her because it was only this one thing that was bugging me in the relationship. But maybe I did, and that's my fault for being bad at communicating with her. Anyway, I couldn't hold it any longer. I tried one last time to ask if she wanted to take a shower with me to show I did want to do stuff with her, but she declined. Then I said, "I know you say you don't sweat, but I can smell. I don't like the smell of sweat, etc., and it being a popular gym we go to, I would just appreciate if you showered a bit more." She freaked out. World War III started. She accused me of things and asked if I found her disgusting, etc. It almost felt like she wanted me to think she's disgusting for some messed up reason. Like this was an easy way to create distance between us, have less sex and all that. I'm not sure, maybe I'm overthinking it. It's just to me it feels awfully obvious to shower, if not daily, at least every other day. She said she doesn't want to wash her hair often, but still you can shower your body. Our relationship is borderline over because I hurt her, so am I the eye-hole? What could I have done differently? The milk swap. Me and 2 other guys share an apartment together, and we split all the bills. The only thing we don't split cost on is groceries. Everyone's in charge of buying their own food, and we don't touch whatever doesn't belong to us in the fridge. We put our names on everything so no one gets mixed up. This issue has been going on almost a year, and I'm sick of it. One of my roommates, keeps stealing my food. I get home from work and containers with my leftovers are sometimes missing. They have my name written on it, or my stuff finishes too quick. My gallon of milk, for example. I buy almond milk because I like the taste, but it seems to finish after a week, even though I've only drank once or twice. I confronted R about this lots of times, and that's caused a lot of arguments. He outright denies it and tells me I'm crazy, even though it's so obvious. My other roommate and I carpool together because we both work the same early morning shifts around the same area, so I know it's not him. It's always after we get back home and R's already left for work that I notice my food's gone. My roommates also had a similar problem, but not as often as I do. I'm guessing because R doesn't like what he buys. The funny thing is R buys a lot for himself and is even more stingy about his food. He will literally point out what's his when he comes back from grocery shopping and tells us not to touch it. Last week, my milk was nearly empty again, and I got fed up. I went to the liquor store and bought regular dairy milk. I drank what was left of my almond milk and refilled the gallon with the one I bought. This was to prove R is the one stealing since he's lactose intolerant. The next day, Saturday, we get back from work and R is pissed. He yelled at me that he was stuck in the bathroom for 40 minutes with diarrhea because of my milk. He was using it to make a shake. I only responded with, "So then you're the one who's been stealing?" He freaking exploded. Yeah, he admitted he was sometimes drinking my milk and eating my food. but he was more mad that I switched milks than the fact that he was caught. I told him I wouldn't have done that if he'd just stopped taking my stuff from the fridge, or at least told the truth instead of trying to make it seem like I was making it up. My roommate backed me up and thought it was kinda funny he got payback for stealing from us. It's a little tense right now, and my roommate told me R is trying to convince him to agree to kick me out. Little does he know we're both looking to move somewhere else together 'cause we are sick of his shit. I told some buddies what happened, and a few think I was an asshole for that. I feel like I'm not in the wrong here. He was taking my food and not even owning up to it, and I wanted to prove it. Does that make me the a-hole?